they're solid with the mic levels, just pop on the headphones and tell them to start playback. Can you?
Hey, upstairs.
That's all you have to say. I forget his.
What's that? I don't know.
I think it's Matt, maybe, or John, or something. It's something biblical.
Something biblical.
Matthew, John, Luke. That's not.
I moved it a little bit. It was right on the edge.
Right.
In the middle.
Check your mics.
Checking.
2, 2, check 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, check, 2,
You're gonna
2.
need some stuff.
Niner, breaker 1, 9.
Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Message of information. 9/11 was an inside job. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2.
Yeah. Tony, you can use the God button too if you can hear me. You can just press the talk button on that board and our entire being will be filled with your beautiful voice. You want me to introduce
Says he
you
prefers
as
not to be
Lamplighter, or
God.
just as-
Yeah, it's just the name of the project.
Okay.
Whatever.
You could say Tom Laverty from,
or
of.
Lamplighter. Probably end up talking about your various
Yeah.
incarnations
Yeah.
of music. You can wear the headphones and talk to you from inside the room.
Yeah, I know, but it's more fun this
Cool.
way.
Alright, I like the headphones.
Hey, you've been in class with me when I direct. That's all I do.
Makes me feel official with the headphones on.
I said something over you didn't hear me.
Are they good with the mic checks, or do we?
We're all good for my checks.
Cool. Well, Andy, as soon as you're ready in there, tell them to roll the tape and we'll get this party started. Right? Andy's pop music. Nobody laughed.
We're rolling.
Awesome. Welcome back. I'm your host, Josh, with Tom Laverty, currently of Lamplighter. Tom, you've been in a lot of bands. Could you list them out? Do we have enough time for a list?
No, probably not.
Maybe
Oh,
most
man.
recent, your most recent.
Yeah, I mean, the ones people in Marquette and around the UP and Wisconsin would know would be Ignorant Mob, and they're still playing. They have a new keyboard player. Moonboot was the one in Marquette that was the most popular. And then, you know, throughout that whole time, I've done this Lamplighter project, which initially was all electronic keyboards and kind of an electronic project with, you know, a little bit of rock involvement as well. But the bands, when I tried putting bands together for that, it never took off, so it was always a solo project. And I decided, you know, for this, I just stick with the name because it's kind of writing in a certain mode. I'm using the same chords and the same motifs, and so Lamplighter is kind of what I've stuck with for this one.
It's fitting for the sound that you wrote. You've been on Standing O before too.
Yeah, this is the 5th time, I think. Twice with Moonboot, twice with Ignorant Mob. No, twice with Moonboot, twice with the Mob. Once Lamplighter before, I did an electronic version at the old studio.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's the 5th time, so it's nice to be in this new studio. We got some better gigs.
Yeah. And I had a question. I was distracted by this crackly speaker.
Some things don't change.
Yeah. How many instruments can you play? Are you fluent in?
Well, I play piano. I'm a piano player by trade, you know, by hire and stuff. And but you know, I've been sort of practice because the last project, I guess I forgot to mention, for the last year and a half, it's essentially been Ignorant Mob and myself and a different incarnation called Tomas y los Niños Perdidos, which means Tomas and the Lost Boys. And you can probably see some posters. We don't play that often, but we are playing this coming Thursday. I'm not sure when this is going to air, but we're playing this Thursday, Devil's Night, the 30th of this year, at the Ramada Inn at the Harley's Lounge. What was your question? I forgot.
Oh, just what did you start?
Oh,
what instrument
yeah.
did you start playing, and how have you?
Yeah, I started playing piano when I was 5 years old, and, jamming in bands, jam bands, in Saginaw, and playing with, Paulding Light was the first band I was in Marquette, and I was like the big jam band. There wasn't any jam bands in Marquette at the time, and it was a big deal for us. It was fun, but so piano and guitar really. I can play bass and play other things, but I don't. I wouldn't say I can play with someone. I wouldn't make a deal of it.
And you're from Saginaw?
Yeah, born and raised in Saginaw. I've been here for just over 9 years now, so I consider Marquette my hometown. Love it here, so.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I've lived here for 7.
Right.
So, very cool. Do you have any other projects coming up? Any other?
For music lately, all it's been in the last 6 months is recording from home. Some of these songs are newer, and recording from home, and trying to work on doing my own thing because I don't have any time to do it. I'm working at Northern here on a master's degree in English with emphasis in poetry, and then most of my time is consumed with my own research and current events, and the election that's coming up, and the farce by a two-party system, and a number of issues in American current events that need to be addressed. And I host a podcast and a live television podcast. It's called Talk of the World. And if you go on Google Video and put in Talk of the World or Tom Laverty, you can find all my videos there. And also my podcasts as well are up at tomlaverty.mypodcast.com. So, I'm keeping myself busy with current events and news and trying to spread some truth around, because as we all know, the mainstream media isn't doing anything for that. And that's why programs like this are great, because it's public access, it's democracy in action. It's people in the community making
programming.
Yeah, that's not tainted by corporate fascism. You know what I mean? So
there's no money involved.
Exactly. It's people. So I'm hoping to see more programs like this pop up over the next year or so. Hopefully more of that starts to happen. But I've been keeping myself busy with that stuff. So.
Okay. And as far as music goes, where people can go to find out where you'll be playing and events, MySpace.
Yep. I keep the MySpace up. It's myspace.com/NINOS Niños Perdidos PERDIDOS. And if you go to Google and just punch in Tom Laverty or Tomas Laverty, there seems to be a confusion there. So, all this stuff comes up, and like I said, there's videos on Google Video and my podcast, my radio shows all over the place. So it shouldn't be hard to find.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, that's all the time we have for today's show. Thank you, Tom,
thanks for having me.
Thanks for playing, and tune in next time. We'll have Steal Your Image. Thank you. And that's the end of that.
Oh. Well, this time I didn't have, Luke Strom?
Yeah.
Last time I did this, I had him walking behind me with a broom and talking on the phone. Just this silly shit. And then I was just really rude to the guy who interviewed me. I was just like,
well, thanks for asking, because I really wanted you to ask for that tonight.
And I farted a couple times. And
just having a good time. Keeping
I think I was drunk.
Awesome. Well, thanks again for coming down and playing. I'll let you know when we get this edited, when it's going to be on TV. And
cool.
Nice job, man.
I haven't figured out how to get it on a DVD yet, but if you want an actual copy of what we recorded, we'll go down.
Just a copy of with the show would be cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not just trying to make it sound like you guys are doing the same thing, but no one ever gives me anything, But yeah, man, we'll have it by and then
Well, volunteer, so.
Right, I know. That's why I brought this little bad boy.
Yup.
Actually, yeah, I was